Hi everyone, welcome back to this vlog about my travel to Suriname in 2023. I did this trip with my dad to reconnect with my family, my culture and country of origin. Time for sweet goodbyes because these are the last 2 days of my time in Suriname. I start my morning still with a lukewarm medicinal and herbal bath outside, depending whether it's dry or not, or otherwise inside in the functioning shower that was built especially for my stay. Another shot of the beautiful fire lobby because that is my favorite flower. We decide it's high time to visit Santigrong, the village that my grandmother lived in, my dad was raised in, and even I was until I was 3 years old. It's been raining quite a lot, so we have to stop the truck here and proceed on foot. This is the original entrance to the village because it used to only be reachable by boat, but now everyone drives a car and there's actually a completely asphalt road all the way to town. At the entrance there is a plaque honoring all those who founded Santigrong in about 1850. Before we enter the village, we go to the river. Traditionally, you would come from the river and cleanse yourself like my dad did when we went to Dangogo. But that is a custom that has become lost in Santigrong with its connection to town, kids studying in town, people working in town. But we still visit the river because I remember this river, the sight, its sounds, the scents. It's strange to be back here. Like it's a dream that I've had. And it has to be because I was so young when I left. A fun memory I still have is that I used to catch these teeny tiny fishes. I would get a bottle, glass bottle, leftover rice, put the rice in the bottle, and just hold it there. And the fish would swim in and not know how to swim out. And then I'd set them free. Yep, the entertainment of a 3-year-old living in rural Suriname. We say goodbye to the river and head into the village. I do not have any further footage except when we leave and this red macaw is crossing the street in front of our truck. Back at the house, the children of Jeannette and their children have arrived and the preparations for the evening meal have started. It needs rice flour. For that, we actually pound rice into flour in this traditional wooden mortar that was originally used for anything that had to be reduced to a powder. Remember the cassava and the machine? Way before there were machines, this is how it was done.
Maar jullie staan verder weg, jullie doen helemaal zo. Hey.
Yes.
Ik ben rijst aan het stampen. Is zwaar. En dit is nu rijstemeel geworden.
Ja.
Man, we zijn een beetje vies, dus ik ga het niet aanraken. Mooi hoor. Nog meer. Oh my god. Ik verlies ook heel veel rijst. Gaat niet goed.
Nee, het gaat goed.
Ja, de meel die...
The powder is sifted to even a finer consistency. Meanwhile, Jeannette's son, youngest son, here opens several coconuts that he has gathered with a machete to get to the fresh coconut meat inside that we have to grate by hand. It is so much work. And honestly, I didn't even really like this meal, so I kind of felt bad because they went through a lot of trouble. Then my favorite part of the day, playing with my cutie pie. This little sweetheart, he was having a blast. They all wanted in the photo. Look at these smiles. I can't wait to hug them all again. Once again, I have a delicious breakfast of cassava bread, and freshly made peanut butter from the groundnuts grown on our plot, and a mango that was ripe and had fallen out of the tree. After breakfast, all that remains was packing my suitcase. And boy, was I happy for these little vacuum bags to make it all fit. My dad carries it all to the car, and then time for hugs. After the final hugs, we really need to go. It's an hour drive to the airport, thereabouts, and I take this opportunity to take more pictures of the landscape as we drive back to the airport. We walk towards our aircraft. One last selfie and another one with my dad before we embark on our 9-hour flight, which goes very smoothly. I have a very anxious boyfriend waiting for me and a ridiculous long queue. So as we wait on the queues for our luggage, I send him some selfies. Isn't this the cutest? He was waiting with a big ass red helium balloon and a bag full of my scarf, hat, and winter jacket. Because guess what? It is winter back home. And I need to put on these layers. We came from 30 degrees, 32, sometimes in the night, 25. But right now, here, I think it's around freezing. So yeah, I wrap on those layers as fast as I can before the cold can just penetrate all the way to my bones. This is the first time that the joy of coming home quickly turns my smile upside down into a frown. Look at this disgusting weather. Yep, time for soup, electric blankets, and hats and scarves indoors. Thank you for watching. Like, comment, and subscribe. And stay tuned for our next trip in 2025.